This is the show where we ham along together. Each week, we pick something new to learn, cold, or something old to investigate. Amateur radio is the hobby of 1,000 hobbies. There are so many different aspects to explore. Grab your gear and let's do this. Let's do this. Welcome back, everybody. This is Steve KM9G, and I'm joined by my esteemed panel of experts. Well, Jim.
I'm all you could get tonight.
Yeah. Well, at these rates.
That's right. What you guys are paying me, you're lucky I'm even awake.
You're lucky you're getting paid.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to do SDR control. Yeah, I'm going to fix the problem down in payroll. Tonight we're doing SDR control. This is a new app that's kind of taken over, and we're going to play with it. JT6188 says he's waiting at 4:30 p.m. Hit the refresh button, and we are going. Chuck, you're welcome to join in. You have the link, my friend, if you'd like to join in and play along and see how the other side lives.
That's right.
That would be fun.
The non-Yesu people.
I believe you have my stapler.
That's right.
All right, folks. So I'm going to share my screen out. While I'm doing that, Jim, tell us all about yourself and how awesome you are.
I'm Jim. I'm awesome.
I mean, I could do it.
So we've been talking about this software for 3 weeks, and I've been using it. I bought it. I drank all the Kool-Aid.
I said, Jim, you're going to like this. And Jim's like, I bought it. Both of it.
Yeah. I bought the iPad version and I bought the Mac version, and it's awesome. The good side is it works great. The downside is unless you got one of 3 ICOM radios and or iOS gear to run the software on. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if he's planning on developing this for any other kind of radios. I think I read something that he doesn't have anything else to test, so it's kind of hard for him to work on it. So I don't know that he's ruled out Yaesu radios.
Yeah, and so the 3 radios in question are the ICOM IC705, the IC7610, and the IC9700. And these 3 radios have built-in application servers, which is why this works. And then also they have the ability to do Ethernet or Wi-Fi, so you've got the speed ability that the other radios, like the 7300, doesn't have this feature built in, so he can't take advantage of what isn't there. So if you happen to go to Ham Radio Outlet today and pick up your 705, then grab this software and ham along with us. Otherwise, let's go down the rabbit hole together. What do you think, Jim?
Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan.
So I have this for the 705. I'm running on a MacBook. This is the website. It's in the description down below, and so is Jim's YouTube channel and my YouTube channel, but you're kind of already here. This is available for as we said, for the MacBook Pro, and it's also available for the iPad SDR control for iOS. It looks a little bit different as you'd expect because they're different platforms, and that's the thing there. So FT8 integrated, we'll give that a whirl. It also has a bunch of other features besides just that integrated logbook. You can see the spectrum scope. Let's see, you can do PSK31. You can view the DX cluster. You can send CW and receive CW. You can also do full audio QSOs remotely. So leave your station at home plugged in, turned on, and ready to roll. And then while you're at work and you're supposed to be working, you can be making sideband conversations or CW conversations, macros only, no keys yet.
Or FT8 conversations.
Or FT8. Yeah, so let me hide the website because you guys have seen websites before, I'm sure. And this
Dirk, I don't know if Dirk is being funny or not, but Dirk, you stop it. You stop it.
Yeah.
Will it run and whine?
It will not run and whine. You can whine all you want. It ain't going to run there. See what I did?
I see what you did there. That was very clever.
It's right off the top of my head. Never thought of that before. Wasn't prepared for this with a week's worth of Toads chat about how this shouldn't run on Windows 11.
Dirk, Izzo, you stop it. You guys have been hanging around Walensky, and he's got you all fired up. Will it run on my Tandy 1000? No, it won't.
So Rob's got the most excellent question, the most important question. Will it send the score to FT8 off? And Jim, will it?
Yes, it absolutely will.
It absolutely will.
And Steve is going to go over the iPad version. I've got the Mac version up here, and I'll share out my screen. But yes, it will log to QRZ, Logbook of the World, then there are 3 or 4 others that I can't think of. EQSL maybe, and then Cloud Log or something like that. And then
Jeff
it
is
also
correct.
has a spot in it, just like WSJTX, that you can put in a UDP log server like we use for Dan's thing on FT8off. Jeff, I'm with you, brother. I mean, Apple flirted with that whole open thing years ago and killed it, but I love iOS. I get tired of having to be tied to their hardware.
If you get the iPhone 22X Pro
Max,
15
Max.
inch, then you'll be able to run it on your iPhone. Yes.
And now y'all got Abe stirred up. Y'all behave.
Yeah. It doesn't take much to stir him up. If only he had a radio license, he could play along with us.
That's right.
So let's see. All right. So a new app version. This is the new 2.06 version of the app, which is the first version I've ever seen. So it'll also tell you some of the features that are in it. And I don't want to see that ever again. And it pops up here and says, you are currently not connected. Click here to connect. I'm going to connect. Data update. Updated call sign database and other databases and other database updates. Let's do it.
Yeah. It does that weekly-ish.
Does this run on M1? Probably. I got it right out of the App Store. So let's see.
That's a good question, and I don't know.
With my IC705 on my regular network, but you can also run it on your IC705 in hotspot mode. And right now I am, you can see it's picking up my stream microphone. Let's see. That is my All-Star node. And it's identifying in Morse code. That's my call sign in visual Morse code. So there you go. It did the thing right away. Let's see. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf identifying over All-Star. Of course, nobody's connected to my node. And let's see about sound settings. Yeah, so I'd have to hook this up into the stream in order to get that. But there you go. So what do you folks want to see in the chat? We'll start doing that. Jim, what do you want to see? What do you want to share? What do you want to show?
Well, I will pop out this. And should I make that? Is that radio or the window big enough for you guys to see that?
I can see it.
Okay. So in the lower right-hand corner is the 7610, which is what I have. And so it's a little different interface on both of those radios. The one thing I can already tell you, I keep looking over here and I see the 7610, but when I look at the monitor that I actually am using, there's no 7610. That's just the output from the radio. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so this works on the 3 radios that Steve mentioned, the 705, the 7610, and the 9700. So I have a 7610. The features change a little bit depending on your radio. With
as you expect.
Right. With Steve's, because he has D-Star and UHF and VHF, he can access those. I don't have UHF and VHF options on mine because I have an HF radio. The 705, it's using Wi-Fi. The 7610 and the 9700 are using wired Ethernet. I don't believe the 9700 has Wi-Fi. The 7610 doesn't. So, but then once you get past the network connections, there's a lot of things that are pretty cool. So you can change these gauges to ALC or SWR, power, or whatever. All that stuff adjusts just like you'd expect. We can change our mode from USB to, or from upper to lower, CW, FM, et cetera, data modes. We can set our filters, and it has a visualization for our notch filters, noise blanking, noise reduction. So basically, and I'm not going to go through the whole list, anything that the radio does, you can pretty much do through the app. The one thing that it won't do is it does not let you get into the menus within the radio. So you can do radio-y functions, but you can't do any configuration stuff or anything like that. And that goes back to what the server that's built in the radio will actually do. Like Steve said, let me move that over. Like Steve said, there's a whole suite of things that come with this. And the biggest one for me that sold me on grabbing this was FT8. So you jump into FT8 and it will start receiving here. And as this populates over here on this screen, let's see, I need to move that radio down out of the way. That was more just show and tell anyway.
Yeah, Joe Brett saying no DR mode for D-Star either, and I didn't see D-Star when I was looking through the menus.
I wondered about that, but I didn't think to ask either one of y'all. I thought Joe Brett had gotten it. So
okay. Yeah, Ape, that's the deal breaker. Man, it decodes pretty quick too. Holy moly. It just poof on the screen. Let me show you this real quick while Jim's doing that. Just poof, that whole thing just filled up with decodes. Poof. I'm used to watching it sort of funnel in on the Raspberry Pi. It just sort of tick, 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 tick.
Vamp a second there, buddy. Had my fabulous setup here, and now I've screwed it up.
Yeah, no sweat. No sweat. So this is FT8 decoding from radio signals that are heard over Wi-Fi. And if I move this out of the way and bring this one back up, you can actually see the waterfall over the Wi-Fi signal. So you can see this through your VPN. You can see this everywhere. How is the audio from your device back to the radio? So it's going to actually pick up the microphone that I'm using on the laptop or on the iPad. And when Hayden did this with his iPad, he was actually holding the iPad up to his face and hit the push to talk button and then making the QSO. And I've made some voice QSOs on this before. The audio back from the radio will come back over and you can hear that on your headset. So
or the speakers.
It works exactly like
whatever.
You'd expect it to work.
Right.
So I'm decoding FT8. Let me transmit something.
And it's a function of how good your audio chain is. If you have a decent speaker and microphone, it sounds fine. And there's we're not exactly blazing a trail with this. This software hit the internet, and there's been a number of other YouTube channels that did reviews on this. So it's been out, I guess, I don't know, a month-ish, maybe. And I haven't played with the voice side at all. I've watched a couple of reviews on the voice side, but I have been tinkering with FT8 on it mostly. Joe Brett saying he's been FT8 and voicing since he got it.
There we go.
So
I can use my Bluetooth from iPad, iPhone. So you use Wi-Fi from the 705 into the iPad or the iPhone.
Not the iPhone.
The software itself consumes the audio chain from your iPad and sends it back into the radio. So no Bluetooth. Hey, it looks like Chuck's joining us. Hey, Chuck, how's it going?
Chuck,
we got no audio.
Hey, how's that
Doesn't
better?
understand Joe Brett's accent. No, it does not.
It doesn't sound better?
It sounds much better. I was talking about Joe Brett's accent.
Oh, hey, this is awesome. I should buy this, but I haven't done it yet. I'm looking at it.
Do it now.
Do it, Chuck. We'll watch you buy it online.
You will.
Just I promise I won't steal your credit card.
Put in your credit card number. It's nothing here but buddies.
Oh, I'm not going to do it right this minute.
So while Steve is looking at that, one thing that's interesting about the way they did this software, the settings are not all in one place. And if I had a complaint about it, that would be it. So it may be a good thing for you. It may be a bad thing. It kind of a little aggravating for me, but like the settings for FT8 are only in the FT8 setup. And the main radio settings are in a different place than everything else. So you got to kind of get used to that. That being said, it does a lot of neat stuff, and you can have multiple windows open at one time, which is a plus side running this on the Mac. I don't think, can you resize your windows on the iPad at all, Steve?
I don't have an iPad, so I couldn't answer that.
Oh, okay. You're running this on a MacBook.
Yep.
Okay. I was thinking you're on an iPad. Joe Brett, if you can answer that, that'd be a great question.
And I just got a little dingling in my ear a little ding ding in my ear, and I guess I can't say there's no better way. I got a sound in my ear that this contact is coming through, and when BAT is responding. I had my radio down at 5%, and 5% of 10 watts is like, why bother? I turned it back up to 10 watts.
That's right. Why bother?
Right.
A fifth of a watt.
A fifth.
A fifth of a watt.
Hey, isn't the guy that did this? Doesn't he do the flex stuff also?
Yes.
I don't know if you guys said that or not. I didn't hear it, but
We did not say it yet tonight, but yes, he does. He's involved in Flex programming.
yeah, because he came out with this a long time ago for Flex for the iPad. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's the whole Flex control app thing, isn't it? Right?
He wrote one for Flex, I think.
Okay.
Because when that Maestro came out, you could actually do it on your iPad also, or right after, somewhere in that time. I think they have their own stuff also. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If Don's here, he would know. Joe Brett did a really good video on this. I thought that was. I'd say
Yeah, so far, Joe Brett's done
Really
one,
good.
Hayden's done one, and Ham Radio Crash Course has done one, and maybe somebody else has.
Oh, I didn't see Crash Course. I think I saw Hayden's. Though.
I did. Me. I did.
Oh, Jim did one.
Steve
this
is
is
like
what I think is cool.
Steve is in some kind of zone.
Except this is, according to Abe, this is fake though. But it's cool. It is cool though, even if it is fake.
Well, I mean, this is
Yeah.
the round
Yeah.
Earth conspiracy people want to see this one.
Right.
That's right.
We prefer this one. Nice straight lines. So that's where I'm currently being heard right now.
Well, you must have got your antenna fixed.
I did.
Got that squirrel eating or whatever ate your coax fixed.
A squirrel ate me coax.
Oh, is that what you were messing with today? With the
Yesterday.
ends? Or yesterday?
Yesterday. My fingers are
yesterday?
still sore though.
Oh, they're still sore today. Okay.
Is it Bluetooth or TCP/IP? It is TCP/IP, Ape. So Jim, are you ready to do your show again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's remove this. And then do that.
The show.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, and Steve showed you guys some of this. One of the things is this will
Oh, I
show
love
you
this.
the decode and where everybody's at in the signal, which is just outstanding. The other thing that's really neat about this, and it's a little different than WSJTX, I can right click, I can zoom in or zoom out on that, on the signals, right? And then I can also just right click and I can specifically set my transmitter receive wherever the cursor's at, wherever the mouse is at. So if I'm looking for an open spot to transmit on, so there's my transmit right now. And I'm going to come over here and right click and say set my transmit frequency and move it over there closer to where my receive is. So you can move it around. And similar to WSJTX, of course, you can work the even or the odd cycles over here. You can lock your frequencies as well as any of that ever works. We've seen a little bit of weirdness with sometimes it stays in one place and sometimes it moves, something like that. Steve, do you remember that? Was WSJTX
Yeah.
or?
Well, no, it's
Okay.
the waterfall. The waterfall, when you're trying to tune in a frequency, I can't figure out how it's working, so I can't figure out what to do to get it to do what I want it to do.
Right. If you
Because
want
there's
to
a lot
change,
of settings in there for how that
Yeah.
works, and I don't fully understand them yet.
one thing that's different about this is so you have these radio settings here, and this tells you what your capabilities are, and of course my username to log into the radio and the IP address and all that. And then over here, since this is connecting through the LAN connectors on the radio, this is where I set my input gain or my ALC. So when I'm doing FT8, this is where I'm going to adjust my ALC.
Where's that?
So go up to your radio up at the top,
Okay.
and it's that setting up there. So that's where you adjust ALC. This is startup settings. This is an important one right here. You remember last week on the FT8 off when I could not get WSJTX to work and I switched back, or a couple weeks ago?
It was last week.
So this changes things back in the radio unless you set that. And it was resetting my radio back and disabling the input off of USB. So WSJTX from Windows and USB over there would not work. You can set your tuning power here. The way this guy tunes, you can just click the tune button like you'd normally click the tune button in WSJTX. But you can also tune with an AM signal. And if it has a tuner enabled, it seems to pick that up. It works with my MFJ tuner just fine. So that's pretty cool. And then again, so here are more settings, and these are the audio settings. So this is what I was telling you guys, and what I was kind of complaining about is that there's settings buried on this thing everywhere. And if I go over here to the FT8 window, there's the FT8 settings. So it's a little different. Now logging, somebody asked earlier about logs. I wanted to show that. So here's the logbook, and he keeps his own database. He will export or import ADIF files, so you can dump this whole thing out and send it to QRZ or wherever. Right there. It'll also export Cabrillo format for contests, official contests. Yep. Lets you do mass change, find duplicates, stuff like that. But if you go over here to the QSL button, then you get where you can set up for Logbook of the World, QRZ, Club Log, EQSL, Cloud Log, and then Paper Log. I use QRZ. My QRZ is linked to my Logbook of the World, so I only send it to one place and it gets there. Every so often, and this is kind of a downer for regular logging, is you need to tell it to send QSLs, and then it sends them, and it'll update. My QRZ page is now updated. As far as FT8 off, it is in a different spot, and I don't remember where it's at right now. It is in here. It's going to be in Tools, probably. So here's preferences. Yeah. So here's where you do a lot of your basic setup, your zone and country and all that. My QRZ credentials, ham, QTH, whatever.
Chuck, you got Shooter in the log as being late, right?
I did.
Okay.
I told him.
Thanks.
There it is. External software. So that's SDR control preferences is where that is. And that is my complaint about this, is the freaking settings are all over the place instead of under preferences with tabs.
Gotcha.
So here is where you put in for FT8 off right here. And this is what I've been using on FT8 off for the last 2 or 3 weeks. You can click test, that it'll send a test log. So if we went and looked at the packet check on the FT8 log page right now, you'd see that.
So Joe Brett's talking
Sure,
about
go
no
ahead.
place to set the power level to
On
report to the
iPad.
scoreboard.
No, there's not.
Can you do it on the Mac though? He was
Let
talking.
me
He was talking his
see.
iPad.
I don't see it. Now you could, if you go to, no, not that one. Go to Utilities, Complete Logbook Data. Nope, not there.
So this also has a built-in remote cat server.
Yeah.
So there's probably a way that you can actually just have this running on your remote computer away from your shack and
Yeah.
have the real WSJTX software running through this to your radio. And then you can do the logging. But you can't do that on an iPad anyway.
Yeah, I tried that. I was unsuccessful with it. I may go back and revisit it. So I don't know why you do that. This supports, you're connecting over the LAN, over your local network in your house. If you know how to change your router and do port forwarding in your router, you can also connect to it over the internet. So you're going to have to put, theoretically, you should be able to run WSJTX at a different computer over the internet and point to your computer running this for the cat server. Theoretically. I messed with it a little bit. I was unsuccessful and I moved on with my life. Because you don't need WSJTX at all unless you just want to use it. Other than adding the wattage for your QSOs, it doesn't add a whole lot of value, in my opinion. And I personally think the interface on this is generally better than WSJTX.
Yeah, it is a better interface, but you get the bonus points for running QRP power levels. That's where the
For
problem comes
doing
in.
QRP.
So you better do a hundo no matter what.
I'm a hundo guy myself, so.
Oh, so you don't care?
I don't.
He's not trying to win. He's just trying to play solid middle of the pack. That's
right.
Okay. Joe Brett's trying
Solid
to
middle.
win.
Joe Brett's showed up higher than me a couple times, and he's a cop, and he's been higher than me. I'm just saying.
I know. Doesn't usually happen like that.
Right. Yeah, so I don't, unless it puts that in the log data, Steve, and I didn't see it in there. Where was that at?
Flying his flag now.
Checkered flag.
Checkered
He's a winner.
flag. He's a
And
winner.
you are a winner, Joe Brett. You are a winner.
Yeah,
Well,
there's no.
If he's in the car, he will be the winner. The car.
And Liberty Cave's talking about sandbagging. His first win was non-QRP.
And he probably was sandbagging because he was like, I just learned how to do FTA. I'm going to try and participate.
He didn't say win. He says his best performance.
I do it for Dale Goodwin Joe.
That's right. Yeah, there's nowhere in here to put power.
That's why you always place third. Out of respect.
Liberty got a mention in my video I'm putting out tonight.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. I'm not going to say
So Steve was showing you, so with this you can do, you can also connect to a DX cluster, which I don't remember if I have this all set up or not.
I'll set her up.
Let's see. Auto start, show spots. Let's do all. Yep, there they are.
Liberty wants to know what he had wrong, Chuck.
No, it's nothing. Nothing.
So all the maps,
Just
there's a
talk about
PSK there's a PSK reporter map. There is the FT8 map specifically, which is probably the same data as PSK reporter.
Oh.
And then here's a DX spots map. And all these maps will do either a globe view, or if you're in denial, like a certain primate we all know and love, you can have the flat Earth map as well.
Hang on one
That's
second.
so boring.
Yeah.
Joe Brett, this is on the MacBook. Why did it do it like that? Oh, hang on.
I'm by myself. Should I dance?
Always. There it is. This is on the MacBook version. I clicked the log button right here, which then popped up this window, and I can put in 10W, 10 watts.
Okay.
But there's not a
So
power. That's just a comment.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if Dan would parse that.
No, we'd have to get him to reprogram it. And Dan's a prickly bear.
Mm-hmm. It's a programmer. That explains everything.
Right.
So there's that. That's the spot map. And then you have the PSK reporter map, which is similar. So let's see, FTA the last 24 hours. And then it will eventually fill in. You can change that and use kilometers if you wanted, and it will propagate your spots on PSK Reporter. I wonder if I had to click find. Come on, thing.
Jim, I think you're selling a 7610 to a certain Simeon.
He's been talking about it, and I'm responsible for him buying a couple other high-end pieces of gear as well. And I'm
so
like,
would you rather have two 7300s or one 7610?
Oh, 17610 all day.
Well, takes up less space, right?
Then 273s, yeah. There's
There's also more features involved too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope.
You can set alerts. It does RIDI. It does PSK, like Steve said. I don't know why that's not filling in.
Doesn't every radio do that?
Do what? This?
RIDI, PSK, every radio I have.
Oh, yeah, the radios all do it. The software will let you drive it.
Oh, I got you. I see what
like,
you're saying.
and FL Rig, FL Digi will do that. And then if you have Ham Radio Deluxe, that's their product called DM780. That's part of that Ham Radio suite, which also does all those, except it does not do FT8. So I don't know what the deal is with PSK Reporter. It's been a pain.
Huh.
But there's my FT8 map. So that's very cool.
What you got there, Chuck?
Oh, it's just that steak I did that video on. I just cleaning out one of the holes. It's the chuck steak.
the Chuck
steak. I see what you did there.
It's
very
the brisket.
clever.
it's the roast.
Yeah, I've been using that for a long time.
Is that a lean chuck steak?
Back when you were a trucker?
Yeah.
Ever since you were a trucker, because then you had that
That's
mounted
right.
on your truck.
Yeah, I took it off the truck to put it on the.
So Jim, let me show you my screen and see if you can help me out with this. Get back to normal. Add that back. So I'm just in regular.
Game of Thrones looking background of yours too, whatever that is.
It's a Triscale.
It's hypnotic.
It's just covering up the glare from the Teocron behind it.
The Tokron.
Tokron.
That sounds like something off of Stargate.
Where's my mouse? My mouse is gone. Well, I guess I can't help you with that right now. If I have no mouse.
There's your mouse right there.
Yeah, that's my touchpad. The RFI's got my mouse. There we go. All right, mouse is back. Okay, so... And mouse is gone again. Maybe I have a dead battery. This is perfect timing for dead batteries.
Usually it's Windows updates.
Yep, all right.
Joe
So we're
Brett
just going to use the trackpad.
Okay, go ahead.
See, this is where I was having trouble, is I can't get this thing to tune.
It'll work.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and that is my second complaint, and you're exactly correct. That thing is just weird to deal with.
I woke it up
sometimes.
again.
Yeah, and I've seen that. And that happens on my Mac. Now, I'm running a 2012 Mac Pro with 32 gig of memory and dual quad-core Xeons, and have my own nuclear generator out back. But it wants to hang occasionally. And it doesn't hang and you have to kill it. It just pauses.
Ooh. That's trippy.
So you can tune in two ways. You can click the frequency up there on the top where
Up
it says
here.
right there, and
Right click
type
on
in-
it and then
right click and then type in a number.
300.
Yep, and that will tune you over.
South of Interstate 40.
Beautiful.
And,
That must be a net.
It's 14300 Maritime Mobile Net. All day, every day.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to show my age. I lived in Los Alamos. 85.
Now let me see if I can do this with StreamYard. Of course, I'm still.
I think I
trying
need to
use
get
the
on
mouse
there and
software.
test my radio or something one night.
Settings, audio, speaker. No, my microphone.
How about
Yeah, it doesn't show up as a microphone,
He was,
so I can't pipe the audio directly into the stream. But it sounds pretty good.
Yeah. And if you had, I think if you had a mixer,
Yeah, I'd have to get it all set up, which I don't have
Yeah.
a mixer. So
Right.
step one. But the waterfall's not showing what's on the radio.
Yeah, and then see that's I don't know because my waterfall kind of froze and is froze right now, and if I go jiggle the mouse, it'll start moving again.
So let me switch over to 40 meters.
Are you running off of battery power? You guys?
No,
No,
short
sir.
power.
Okay. Oh man, sorry, I gotta.
Chuck, you're the only one who's ever had a dog that barked on a YouTube stream ever
Oh right.
this evening,
Today, right?
today, right? I say that's working really good for you right now.
Yeah, I had to change bands.
I seem to be a little freezy, but this is a much older computer than what you got. And I think also with Chrome and Edge and StreamYard all going at the same time and OBS, this gets a little dodgy on me.
Your computer's older than a Commodore 64?
It's
Oh,
2012.
that's TO's. Oh, that's his other.
That's
Yeah.
TO's computers probably is a Commodore 64.
Yeah, but this looks really good. Have we noticed any bugs? So we're talking about a bug right now, Nico. This is the tuning of the frequency is a little difficult. So first off, there's that whole like natural
be
scrolling versus regular scrolling with the touchpad thing that Apple introduced a
Right.
couple of years ago, where either the content moves or the window moves, and everybody has to now argue about whether the toilet paper goes over or under the roll. It's kind of the same thing there. So if I grab the
It
mouse
was a
pointer
blue dress.
and I use if I move my finger to the left, you can see it's actually going up in frequency because I'm actually moving the content instead of the cursor.
Yes.
And then if I move it to the right, I'm going down in frequency, which to me that's backwards.
See
If I move
that's
to the right, I
perfectly
want it to
normal.
go uphill. And
That's
if I move to the left, I
perfectly
want it to
normal.
go downhill. That it's backwards to me.
No, that way left is yeah. So you're moving right now, correct?
I'm dragging the mouse to the right, and I'm pointing to the left
Yeah.
because the camera's reversed. But I'm dragging the mouse to the right,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
frequency's going down.
Yes.
And then if I want to get into
Hey.
7200,
Evening, Hayden. How are you, brother?
really hard to get there.
Thank you for being a member
So let's do
Aiden's
tuning
here?
steps.
of TO's channel.
He is.
And he said, "Good day,
Good eye, mate.
good day,
Hey,
mate."
There's
Crikey.
nobody on 7200.
Put another shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, it's like what 9 o'clock in the morning there, Hayden. 8 or 9 a.m. something like that.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, Hayden lives in the future. That's right.
So Don's here now. Don, they're supposed to have this software for the Flex radios. Chuck, did you bring enough for everybody?
I did. Let me pass them over
Okay.
here.
10 a.m.
All
in
right,
the
thanks.
future. Okay.
Sorry. Can you hear me chewing?
We can hear it. We can see it. So this does some really cool stuff. Let's see. I still don't have a mouse. I keep grabbing my mouse. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? KM9G. Surprised I didn't have 1,000 people coming back to me. So Jim, can you tune up to 7200 and see if you can hear me?
I have decided to have an issue right now.
Just decided, just out of the blue.
Yeah.
I am running this on an Intel. And this is a 2018 MacBook Pro. So not even terribly new hardware. It's a 7th generation i7. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. Check in the frequency. It's the frequency in use. Let's see. Enable input device. That would help. There we go.
Hey,
This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. Check in the frequency. Is the frequency in use? KM9G. There we go. That worked.
You got to push that extra button, don't you? I knew that.
Yeah, Hayden, my mic is on now. Shout louder and it'll work. Kilo, Mike 9 Golf, KM9G is the frequency in use.
I don't think I'll be able to hear you.
I'm really surprised it's not coming back.
Too far.
So I'm on 7200 as you can see on the screen. Is there anybody out there that can hear me? Chuck's busy tuning his radio up. Jim, we can't hear you. That's probably me. Nope, there you
Nico,
are.
in answer to your question, yeah, there are some. It gets a little buggy occasionally, and
I
the
get
problem
noise
I've
right
had
there.
is it just randomly decides it's not going to talk to the radio, and I'm hanging.
Cape Cod CNC's turning his on. Yeah, hey, Ape, on 7200, you don't need a call sign.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard anybody use one except for me.
Right.
I heard somebody there.
This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, KM9G is the frequency in use, KM9G.
Oh, he's right next to you. Like 205 or 202.
There we go.
Yeah, so Cape Cod didn't hear me.
I got a guy on 202. I won't be able to hear you.
What's
This
a
is not
clear
talking.
frequency for you, Chuck?
I won't hear you anyhow. Too far.
Too far
I'd
for
have to
10
hear me.
watts?
Definitely too far for Tim.
Oh, I hear somebody coming through. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. Repeat your call sign, please.
The guy left.
We can try a different band. Let's try 20 meters again. All right, this is 14306, so I'm far away from 14300 where they're having their net. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Kilo Mike 9 Golf.
Yeah, I'm not seeing you.
My big 10 watts of power.
Well, that would explain a lot.
Do I have the ability to set the power level?
Yes, you
power's
do.
At 100%.
Yep. That right there.
Kilo Mike 9 Golf KK6 USY.
I hear you, Chuck. Do you hear me?
Say it again.
Hey, Chuck, KK6USY. Do you hear me?
Nope. 10 watts ain't doing it.
Turn up your
Jeff
waterfall
heard you.
gain. I think Hayden's done a video on this, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, Steve, turn up your waterfall gain a little bit.
Where's that?
That's over there on the right side, that little vertical slider. I'm putting my
Oh,
mouse
okay.
on it. You totally can't see it, but yeah.
That's all the way up.
Yeah, see,
Chuck,
you
throw out
seem
a
to
call
have-
again.
There you go.
What's that? Oh.
Throw out a call on 14306. Somebody's tuning.
9G KK6 USY.
Yeah, so this is Chuck's dulcet tones right here, scrolling down the waterfall.
You can see me?
Yeah, I can see you in the waterfall. I can hear you too. Oh, I hear you turn the amp on.
It should be tuned.
I hear that.
Right.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I heard that, whoever did that. Did you do that on the radio?
No. You're feeding into your radio somehow.
It's not me. I haven't done anything. KK6 USY.
There you go.
Look at that. Somebody.
Preamp.
That's me.
Somebody did your noise there on the radio.
There we go. That's preamp 2. So go again, Chuck.
KK6 USY.
So I turned up the signal and I turned up the noise. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf calling Kilo Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra Yankee KK6 USY. Can you hear me?
Nope.
Yeah. But that's 10 watts.
Actually, I may have to turn my mic gain up with this mic. I messed up my other one.
Abe said turn on your preamp, Steve. Yes.
Yeah, I'm up to preamp 2 now. It doesn't show on the screen. Preamp
Why
3.
doesn't mine does? You were off, son.
Oh, I hear Don. N5 SKT from KM9G. How are you doing, Don? Oh, Jeff can hear me. All right, Don. Jeff, N4POD, can you hear me?
I can hear Don.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Don loud and clear.
Trying to get to where I can hear both.
All right, Jim, did you get yours fixed?
Yeah.
All right, let's switch back over to Jim then.
What's interesting also is that this audio is separate from the actual knob on the radio.
November 4, Papa Oscar Delta. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. How copy?
Oh, I think I heard you then.
I heard somebody say KM9G. I guess that was
So this is 10 watts through my studio microphone, through my Wi-Fi connection, into my 705, into my DX Commander, coming out to you. So that's a whole lot of heavy lifting going on for 10 watts.
Actually, I hear you.
Yeah, you're coming in at S9 on my meter. You can probably see that on the stream when you're chatting to me.
Are you hearing him?
Yeah.
Okay. I hear somebody way down there.
We're bouncing back and forth, but there's a lot of cool area going on.
Somebody was loud.
Yeah, I turned up his volume so you could hear him. My wife is making a smoothie in the other room.
There was Don.
N4POD, very loud in California.
Oh, I heard you loud and clear, brother.
Oh, wow.
Nice. 100 watts into a hamstick dipole.
S5, Jeff. And where is Jeff at?
N4. So East Coast, lower East Coast.
Oh, that was Don, actually.
And then Don's in Texas. So that's Don that you're seeing on my waterfall right now.
Well, for 60 watts, I think I'm running 100. Yeah, you're definitely making the trip. I heard Chuck out there, and obviously I heard Tio. Yeah, I heard Tio briefly once, and Chuck's always loud.
Chuck is always loud.
By the way, Jeff, you're
That darn Chuck, he's always loud.
I don't know what he said, but I think he was.
He said you're always loud.
Yeah, so Joe Brett, this is a way you can remove one microphone from your studio when you're doing your live streams. You just got to buy a 7610, you got to buy SDR control, and then
That's
route all the audio around through the computer, and you'd be all set.
Now, I think JB has SDR control already because he's doing it on his
He
iPad
does.
with his 705.
Yeah.
Joe Brett, K5YPY needs to get a 7610.
I have
If
to
this was
say, I
if
actually
this was
looked at
ham
them.
radio Oprah, we'd give one to all y'all. But what, Chuck?
I said I actually looked at them the other day.
They're beautiful radios, man. I mean, I have one, but they're nice radios.
I mean, same
All right,
price
so
as
James is
a 101.
Yes.
James. Everyone got a QDX3. I got mine. I don't think Chuck and Jim got one. Did you boys get one?
No,
No,
I still got that other radio build.
Oh, you've got the QCX Mini to build. That's like a year old, man.
I know. I was
KN4YCD, CQ, KN4YCD.
I think I can actually hear you a little faintly there, Jim.
Yeah, see, I wasn't.
KN4YCD from Kilo Mike 9 Golf, KM9G. How copy? That's Don.
Yeah, that's Don. I heard
Yes, one.
7610 something 7610.
Yeah, it's only
I
S1.
Well, I mean, I'm pushing every bit of 10 watts here, guys.
Are they still talking?
No, they're clear.
You say Jim was only S1.
CQ, KN4YCD, Kilo November 4, Yankee Charlie Delta, K4YCD. It's like, what's my call? I'm having a stroke. Somebody call somebody.
I've done that on POTA and SOTA, and right in the middle of my call sign, forget my call sign.
What's my
Well,
Kilo
'cause
something? I don't.
I was doing 3 other things at the same time, you know.
Kilo November 4, Yankee Charlie Delta, calling CQ, KN4YCD, calling CQ.
I need to fix this. How's that come apart? Again? That was good.
I heard Don. CQ, Kilo November 4, Yankee Charlie Delta, calling CQ.
Says you got RF in your mic. He's S7 here, whoever it was.
I don't know what
Is that Don?
RF in the mic means.
Means you get noise.
Sounds like crackling bacon in your microphone. That's Don talking to you.
This is the loudest I've ever heard Don.
Yeah, I'm going through a mixer, through some software. I have no idea how this is even working. Because I haven't specifically set this up. Yeah, I'm probably down in the noise, Don. CQ, Kilo November 4, Yankee Charlie Delta, calling CQ. Kilo November 4, Yankee Charlie Delta, CQ, KN4YCD. I backed off from the mic, too. Sweet. KE0LFX, go ahead. Outstanding. QSL, you're hitting me about 5.7 right now, 5.8. Outstanding. I'm amazed this works because I haven't actually tried to set this part of it up yet, doing it through the stream and the radio at the same time. So miracles do happen.
Hey, you guys
Yes,
know
Joe
if
Brad,
John-
it's early onset Alzheimer's.
You guys know if John's on tonight?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's working because I have not tried to set this up and use this way while I'm on
I'm
stream,
gonna break this.
talking
thing.
through the software and the radio at the same time. So yay that it's working.
Look at that smile on his face. What setting are you looking for, Jim?
Ouch! Don't do that, guys.
QSL. Thank you, man. I appreciate the contact. I think my gain is up too high.
This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf.
KN4 YCD QSL clear. Izzo, we're 14306. Oh, Joe Brett, gotcha. So gain, I wonder if I've got mic gain turned up.
Is Joe Brett on too?
I don't know if I haven't heard him.
No. Don says your audio sounds really rough.
Yeah, I don't,
Ah, there it goes. That's probably just broke this thing.
K0LFX is calling you, Steve.
This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. I don't hear K0LFX.
And I think I just heard Izzo.
Oh, I can hear him through your radio, not through mine.
That's my radio, probably.
Yeah, I turned my mic gain down to 0.
Oh, shoot, that thing's loose as can be.
Kilo Mike 9 Golf. I'm not getting any drive.
Didn't help anything, though, for what I'm doing.
I don't know what that noise is. Was that you?
Hey, that makes all the difference in the world when your antenna's connected.
Awkward.
Oh, I just wired my amp into line, so now I can get a full 100 watts out. Oh, I can hear Izzo. This is the first time I've got Izzo on the radio.
Izzo's pretty
I
loud
hear
here.
Izzo.
Izzo's like S3 here.
It's a Don to Don. It's an all Don QSO party.
So it's like a Don to Don QSO?
Yeah.
Like park to park, Don to Don?
Mm-hmm.
Contact. Did you hear me that time?
Yes.
This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. Who's out there?
Oh, yeah.
Five, 7. I like it, Don. So I had to put the amp in and get up to 100 watts. Oh, didn't like that. Hang on.
With one Foxtrot Yankee Golf was out there. I cut off my audio.
I was close. No dummy load involved.
It doesn't matter how much good you do in the world, you transmit into one dummy load.
If you're going to be known for something.
Right? It's not all the cool things he does jumping out of the airplane, right? It's
Of course not.
It's the one time he transmitted into a dummy load all
Whiskey
night.
1 Foxtrot Yankee Golf. Are you out there? That didn't even key up. And then, see, there was a little bit of a delay there for some reason. Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Yankee Golf from Kilo Mike 9 Golf. W1FYG. Are you out there?
It's weird. Oh. Sorry.
No, he can't hear me. Or he's gone.
Or he's gone.
Kilo India 5 Quebec Yankee. That sounds like T-Ray. How are you doing, my friend? I am doing pretty good. You're about a 5'9" here into northwest Wisconsin. How do you copy me?
Yeah.
I will take the 5.5. Thank you, T-Ray. So I need some audio settings. Do I have any control over that?
T-Ray, KK6USY.
Oh, I heard you, Chuck.
I had my audio off. Try it again, Chuck.
You got a good signal into California about S4,
Yeah. I got Chuck on
5.7. Right, 70 watts right now.
I got you a lot louder than T-Ray, Charles.
Yeah, I'm running 70 watts, but my gain is like 6 or something, 6 or 7, 6 or 8. I'm gonna have to put glasses on for this.
I don't know that there are any mic settings in the application here.
Well, oh, hang on. Let me turn off this audio so I can think. I'm like getting audio waterboarded here. So yeah, and that's something we have to kind of test, and I really don't know how that works. So you can tweak some stuff in the app, and if you go up to the top menu and go to the radio settings, and then go to IC 7610 settings.
I wish.
705. I might have been flexing a little bit. I'm sorry.
Subliminal.
I think he was.
That's a big one right there. Is that LAN input gain? So that's your ALC, and I've got it
bitty screw.
pretty dang low because
that's interesting.
Yeah,
I can't do anything with it because I can't hit the PTT button without losing the window to do something with it. I mean, I can rearrange the screen.
Rearrange the screen. I mean, I don't have that thing on my full screen.
Well, I'm trying to, make a nice, pretty show for everybody at home. All right, let's do this again.
So
this is testing the ALC settings on 14306 from Kilo Mike 9 Golf, and the radio is too far away for me to look at it, and there's no ALC meter on my screen here.
So you can change those meters up top.
How do I do that?
I did this the other day because I have ALC showing up on mine, and I thought you should left click it. Or right click it, in the meter.
There it is, ALC meter.
Boom.
Oh, hey, look at that. Not you. All right, this is the ALC meter. Let's add some ALC. You're not old enough to be my daddy. Yeah, it's not. I'm not peaking the ALC at all. Or if I am, it's not responding back. Kilo Mike 9 Golf. Let me switch my radio.
Now that may be a function of the radio because on mine, it absolutely was changing it. But I also had the ALC meter.
This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf, grabbing the slider and moving the slider and nothing changing. This did change when I was doing FT8. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. When I was doing FT8, that did move the ALC meter on the radio. But now that it's doing voice, it's not doing anything at all.
Let me see where mine is and let me try it. I'm going to move mine up.
Holy moly. Joe Brett, K5YBY. This is Kilo Mike 9 Golf. How copy? You are 5'9" in here. All right. Yeah, I was giving you a signal report there. It was about 5'9" to me. You were pretty loud here.
John is on.
Clipping.
Just so you know.
Latency.
I'm way too close to Joe Brett.
He's peaking as
copy the 5'9" into Mississippi. Mike Sierra, thanks for the contact, Joe.
Jeff, where are you located? You're in the southeast somewhere, right?
Oh, shit.
And Joe's apparently smoking Connecticut like Smoke Signals RF. See what I did there, Don?
Oh, I hear you, Don. Don't want to talk to me?
You are 20 over 9. Right now, no 3 up here. You are like sitting in the garage against the garage.
There she is.
That would be a good day, good day. Well, yeah, you're sounding great, as I don't know if I've heard you that loud before either. So, we'll stand by. K5YVY, Southern Freedom.
Northeast Tennessee.
We got a
That's
USL card. Keep it legal. Don't you want to avoid it?
I'll have one wait for you.
Oh, Izzo is just lighting me up, man. He's loud here.
We do CW.
30 minutes.
And then where do we do macros? Tools.
Let's see if I can get Joe Brett with 70 here. Where's he at? Is he still around?
Call him. Chuck with his splaining glasses on.
I know, I can't see. K5YVY, K5YVY, KK6USY.
You're Chuck early, though.
Somebody's off frequency. Oh, no, that's me. I'm in CW mode.
Yeah,
That's
Joe,
why I
you're
can't hear you.
S5 into San Francisco.
Thought you was in Compton, man.
Copy the 5-6. Good signal there, Joe. That's the loudest I think I've heard you.
Well, thank you very much. I do believe I've heard you a little louder, but you're always easy to hear around the world. Chuck is the Chuck Morris of HF Radio.
Yeah, copy that. That should be a little bit louder.
Yeah, right. It come up a little bit there.
All right, have a good evening.
You too, Chuck. Good to hear from you. K5YVY.
Well,
KN4YCD, KK6USY. KN4YCD, KK6USY.
try me again, Jim.
KK6USY from KN4YCD.
Yeah, I got you that time. You're about a S2 into San Francisco.
QSL, you're coming in here 5'9" solid all day, buddy.
All right, Jim, you're totally readable. Not a problem reading it all. I don't have any noise, so I can hear you pretty well.
Outstanding. Yeah, you're very clear signal. Very excellent copy on you.
Dropped off there, though. Well, my microphone. Oh, shoot. Somebody call me?
We'll call you.
Oh, you got a good signal in San Francisco. Copy that.
You're peaking 5 and 5 to 6 in San Francisco.
Oh, good deal with the hex beam. I like those antennas.
Yeah, Chuck does have a Mosley, Greg.
'73 KK6 USY. Well, I found out that my microphone problem is not in the plug, or it shouldn't be.
Chuck is 5'9" in Connecticut. Try a Culver Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Yankee Golf.
USY from Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Yankee Golf. USY. This is Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Yankee Golf. Over.
Yeah, Don, I got you.
You're a little bit louder earlier. You're about a S3, S4 now.
See you later, Andy.
Over here with Joe Brenner.
Well, you gotta keep those tops in their place, you know.
Chuck is more handsome than Joe Brett. Just saying. This Chuck was a fireman.
5G, KK6 US flag. California.
California knows how to QSO.
Oh,
So I was trying to do,
CQ, Whiskey 1, Foxtrot, Yankee Golf from KN4YCD.
Don't you
See if
think
I'm
you're
good
gonna
at
talk there?
I was trying to do CW, but I can set a CW macro, but I can't see how to actually transmit it.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, how would you do you have to hook something to it?
So it'll do macros only.
I don't know what that is, but
It's where you program it in so that you hit one button and it sends the entire string for you.
oh, that's what I want to do.
Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Victor Sierra.
So
You're gonna have to teach me that one.
So like this, Chuck.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to get it to actually transmit that.
Kilo Charlie 3, Mike Victor Sierra, KN4YCD.
Hit send.
Send where?
Yeah. Didn't Joe Brett mess with that a little bit? I don't know if he tried it though. He was talking about it. Dang it.
QSL Delaware. This is Jim in Alabama. You're about a 5'6" here. 5'6" into Alabama.
Really a lot of QRN. Can you repeat your call sign?
Roger, Roger. It's Kilo November 4 Yankee Charlie Delta. Kilo November 4 Yankee Charlie Delta. Jim in Alabama.
Kilo November 4 something Charlie Delta.
Yankee.
Yankee, Yankee, Yankee. Yankee Charlie Delta.
Yankee Charlie Delta.
QSL, QSL.
There's a lot of QRN. The band's not too bad.
Yeah. Your radio macros pulls up
vertical,
this window,
but it's a little
and I can edit these, but I can't send them.
I'm sure you're gonna figure it out.
QSL, QSL. I'm getting you here at about a 5'6" or a 5'7", and you're right, the QRN is picking up a good bit. This will be KN4YCD clear. 73s, man.
330 into Delaware. Thanks a lot. 73. PC3 MBS.
Delaware.
Okay, let's turn this off so I can hear y'all.
Jim, you're 5'9" in Texas.
Woo.
You should be actually. That's about right distance.
I need to go check my radials on my antenna anyway.
What?
But that's not bad. So that's using the software. Now I'm sitting right here at this radio. Would I do this normally? No, I would use the radio directly. But I'm kind of happy with that. Yeah, Chris, I turned down the gain on the radio is like all the way down to 0. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But again, my audio chain here is I've not fooled with it at all. This is the first time I've tried this little operation here. So it worked out pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
And Steve, I heard you once you put the candles
Power.
on your
Put the fire
What
in
do
the wire.
What do you get out of that? 100?
Yeah. It's hard to look because it's over behind me.
Oh, gotcha.
and Chuck, you were coming in, you were really clear, and occasionally your signal got super loud. But I mean, even when you weren't super loud, you were still
that's
excellent.
That's when I push the button on the amp.
Okay. I thought he was going to use the other one. The
I
other
went from
word.
70 to 800 probably, or 700.
Okay.
So we got to figure out how to send CW with this thing.
We'd have to figure out how to send CW.
So I've got CW macros programmed in and ready to roll, but I'm in CW mode. And
you get this,
then,
I'll take that thing on a quota.
Off what?
I said, you get that figured out. I might take it on a POTA.
So
You can
if
do
I
CW
take my
macros baked
iPad
into
to
the
a
705
park,
itself, I'll show you how to do that too.
if I take my iPad to a park and run SDR control to talk to my
Cheater.
7610,
Cheater.
is that a POTA?
I
You're
think it's against the
technically
rules.
in the park.
You're in the
You're
park. You
technically
are
in a
using
park.
radio transmissions,
You are using
radio
the radio.
emissions.
Just
Are the macros
saying.
assigned to F keys? Let's see. Give me 2 fingers for F keys. Nope, it just beeps in
Chris-
my ear.
Chris says your audio is much better now. Whatever you did, Jim.
Yeah, all I did was turn down the gain, make sure the gain on the mic gain on the radio was down.
Yeah, you might be.
And
slow.
I don't think I tweaked anything else here. Certainly not with the app.
You know,
Oh, I know I did. I do know what I did. So the audio that I'm sending into StreamYard comes out of OBS and goes through OBS's audio processing and then goes into
CW
StreamYard.
panel. Uh-oh. Dirk for the
Once
win.
I changed
Way to
that
go,
and
Dirk.
routed the audio through that into this app, then it was better. So I know what I did.
are you same frequency? Yep.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Send what?
Let's hear it.
Live. I'm trying. CW speed, 20 words per minute. CW pitch. A nice smooth 600.
What's up, Molson? I broke POTA. That's right.
Break-in
I
delay.
mean, I'm
7
using the
days.
radio.
Side tone. No side tone. Break-in. On.
Oh yeah.
So Chuck, I think I asked you the other day, and I don't remember. Does the FTDX10 or the 101 have a LAN port in it, or is that the thing you got to buy the adapter for from Yaesu?
Yeah.
I think you
Gotta
get
buy
the
the
adapter
adapter.
for that. It's they do it that way, and they do it
Macro view panel has buttons.
totally opposite ways, I guess. So you could probably that guy could probably write something for that if you had that. I
Oh,
think,
wow.
Well, that's what I was
Nice.
thinking, because there's no reason to put it on a LAN port unless you can interface to the radio through the LAN, right? So like Steve was saying, the 7610, the 705, and the 9700 have an interface that does basically everything the USB control does, except it also does it over the LAN interface.
I didn't hear
That
it.
is not intuitive
No.
at all.
Do it again. Hit it again.
So I got to go into the edit menu. Edit menu?
Can you see it actually putting anything out?
Yeah.
You mean the tools menu?
Yeah, I can hear it clicking. So I go into radio menu and I choose macros, CW macros, which then shows this window right here where I can edit and create the macros. Then I go into the views menu and I choose macros, which shows this window right here. And then I can click on that. So I don't need this window up at all, technically. So let's get rid of that. Nope, I guess I
Greg
do
said
need it
he's
up.
getting you at 5.9.
Are you still running 100?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, so I need this window up in order for these macros to work. So let's get rid of this one. But then if somebody sent me something weird and I wanted to tell them, like, what's the weather in Luck, Wisconsin? And then I had to respond, I'd have to, yeah, that's,
Type
So this does not have a decoder in it.
does not.
Oh.
And then you can see it,
Only
you can see
Asus
it
do
visually
that.
going down the waterfall.
Yeah, I see that.
Well, this guy could write a decoder routine inside of SDR control.
Because I think
I'm
that would
sure-
be fairly
I'm sure
easy
the
to.
705 is capable.
Does the 705 not do decode?
No.
No.
I don't
Just a
know if
bunch of E's and
7610
T's,
does.
man.
I haven't tried.
ICOMs
No,
don't do
It
that.
doesn't. Icons
Okay.
don't do it. I'm sure they're capable. It's just ICOM chooses not to do it.
Yeah.
And I know the
So-
7300 will decode RIDI, which I thought was an odd choice.
Here's the
On
here's
the
the
panel.
weird here's the weird trick with CW decoding. Use your squelch. It gets rid of the noise, and then the CW decoder has a nice clean break in the carrier from on and off.
As long as I got a good
Yeah,
signal,
Daniel's
mine
right.
does fine.
So I can totally fake this would be a fake QSO that I have with these three set up.
Mhm.
You would never know that I'm not doing it. I mean, other than the fact that you asked me how the weather is, and I said, thanks for QSO, bye.
Yep, I'm on to the next guy. Sorry.
R73, appreciate it.
73. There's a big signal right below us here.
Jeff says that's the SCU
300
LAN 10
American
device
Open
for the Yaesus. $320.
Oh, is it 320?
Oh, It
Yeah,
did
with
as
the
too.
LAN adapter.
What does the
close.
software for ICOM cost, though, if you use the ICOM stuff?
You can't edit them when you're in there.
This software that we're using,
Nope. The ICOM software.
You
to
don't
do
need the
this.
ICOM software with this.
No. But I mean, if you had to
Um,
buy the ICOM software, say this didn't exist, what's the
It's
That's
software?
another
$100.
$100.
$129, and it's a flaming piece of dumpster fire.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't very good.
It's not.
It's horrible. The interface on it is.
I don't know
crap.
if the Yaesu. I don't think the Yaesu will do everything this will do, though. I got a friend that writes code, though. He's really good at it.
Oh yeah, Dirk has. I forgot Dirk had a 9700. Dirk, son, you need to get you some.
No.
But I think you can send the audio chain out. Yes, WFU is another one. We got to do a WFU show.
Mhm.
You can send this audio chain out to FL Digi and decode. I'm pretty sure we'd have to play with that too.
Well, anything that
Or
will
you
use
just
it for
take my
cat
KX2.
control. I think the problem I had in WSJTX is there was no option to pre-select SDR control for a radio. So before I got this, the way I used WSJTX, especially when I was at work remoting in, was I had Ham Radio Deluxe, and it was the middleware that was the software interface, and WSJTX ran over top of Ham Radio Deluxe. HRD would control the radio, turn it off and on, tune it, set the power, all that kind of stuff.
Holy cow. Maritime guy's loud. It's 10 over.
Somebody's calling CQ. I love how you can see the CQ call in the waterfall.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Does it do that when you? I've never tried it on the 705. Does it do that on the radio?
Yeah, you can see
screen?
it on the screen. And then that's a call sign K5K
Oh man.
I. I'm trying
You
to
can read it?
try to decode it. Yeah,
Now, what if you right click
that's probably T.
in that waterfall or on
Holy
that
cow, that guy's loud.
screen, on that, the signal, Steve?
Yeah.
Can you
About it.
right click in that? Do you get any different options for?
Zoom in, zoom out. That's it.
Okay. I didn't know if, since it was in CW mode, if it changed the functionality available.
Keyboard MIDI controller band plan. So there's a bunch of cool stuff in here. It'll do RIDI decoding. It'll do PSK 31 decoding. Let's do the 20 meter frequency.
Okay.
14070. We don't have a whole lot of time left in the show, but I just wanted to see.
Yeah,
Let's
communications and cigars is coming up here in 7 minutes. That'll be Mr.
Yeah.
John Kruk.
So it's attempting to do the thing.
Wow. WA4YBC. That sounds familiar. WA4YBC. That's what bends my antenna. Is that what he says?
Oh, where did it go? That was not.
Where
I
did
did
you
not
get
push
that
that
picture
button.
right there? Where did you get that picture?
Oh, a good friend of mine sent that to me. That's
I was
a
there.
courtesy KK6USY.
Oh, did I send that to you?
Yeah, you sent that to me.
Oh. I want to
Jar
say I've been there
control.
before.
Then
That was
there it is. It
Yosemite.
crashed.
That was Yosemite. Yosemite.
My radio's not responding. Yeah, so the whole thing crashed on me, and now my radio's not
Uh-oh.
responding. So it's a fantastic way to end the demo. Either way, this is software that updates over the wire. So when he finds bugs, he will fix it. And Marcus has been very responsive. I'm still very
Has
happy
he?
with the software. Yeah, I think it's going to go very far. Sorry for saying why no D-Star. And Don, the answer for why no D-Star is because he hasn't done it yet. This 9700 and the 705 both do D-Star. So I would imagine that it's coming out in the future because that's all built into the radio. Oh, that might be why. Because it would have to do the audio chain from the PC.
Oh.
From
Yeah,
the
no,
iPad
the
to Mac.
decode's going to happen. The decode's going to happen on the radio side, though. I mean, it should be no difference. It's just a.
Yeah, if it does CW, right?
Joe Brett, you're just as good at this as I am. I got the K5 something something Y. I thought it was K5YIY or something
That's
like
a good
that.
question, Don. And I like Steve said, it's just because he ain't programmed it in, I guess.
It'd be cool to run the iPad version on an M1 Mac. Yeah. I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work on an M1 Mac. I don't have an M1 Mac to play it. So if you guys would like to send one, there's an address in the description and I will test it out for you.
West Old
Those
Hayneville Road in
Those
Alabama.
M1s are pretty good from what I've read and watched.
This is I'm running this is a 2012 Mac Pro, which is on Intel Iron dual quad core Xeons.
Yeah, for 2012.
Still rocking my world, buddy. Still
got-
rocking my world.
I got a couple decoders. Actually,
Are you streaming from that? That's the trash can, right?
No, the trash can's at work. That's my work
Okay.
computer. No, this is the last of the cheese grater Intel Mac Pros.
Ooh, okay.
It weighs about 40 pounds. It will stop a 50 caliber round, I believe.
that's a laptop.
No, this a no
50
Charles.
pound laptop.
40
This-
pound laptop.
This
Come on.
bastard is like 40 pounds and it's huge. It's freaking huge.
Okay, I'm gonna
No,
do
it's
that.
it's a desktop. It's a big one.
So
Right after,
as you guys,
just so
Go
you
ahead,
guys
Chuck.
know, right after John's video or his stream tonight is a video by me. I've got one coming out tonight. I had to wait because I
Outstanding.
was slow getting it together today.
get it together, Chuck.
I was
Lock it up.
trying to get it together. Well, and then for some reason Jason went later than usual. So otherwise I could have slipped it in there. I mean, the
Jeff,
video.
I don't know why you couldn't hear me, but you heard Joe Brett.
Who?
It's in Mississippi. It's farther away.
Did Jeff say where he was located?
He's in Northeast Tennessee.
He's in Tennessee. Tennessee's a good one for me too. For some
you
reason,
guys
I
should be
get
far
6
enough
meters
away.
to there.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably
Jeff, you do
400, 500 miles from me as the crow flies. Something like that.
Does
Nico,
Jeff
it's
do
the Chuck
6 meter?
steak video.
Yeah, it's a steak video. We're
Chuck
gonna
steak.
grill some steaks tonight. Chuck steaks.
I will be, I've got a video coming out
He's 300 miles, and that's too close.
tomorrow, maybe, probably on the micro SDX. I'm going to hook it up to the oscilloscope
nice.
tonight and either smoke my scope on camera or test the power output of that radio.
Is that the one you're trying to sell me? So you're going to smoke it?
I'm not going to smoke
No,
it.
the scope. The scope,
okay.
yeah.
The scope, yeah. That's also the one I'm trying to sell TO, and now TO has possibly shown some
He's
weakness,
trying.
Oh,
and he's starting to give
weakness.
in.
If I have a way to share the output of the scope,
You do
the display of the
totally.
scope with the stream,
You
then
totally do.
I might have some way of wiggling that into my life. But right now,
These are the. This is the
over
droid
there.
you're
Yeah.
looking for. This is the droid
So-
you're looking for.
Does Jeff, do you do 6 meter? There's a big 6 meter guy in Tennessee. His name's Howard. I don't remember his call sign right now.
Yeah, see, I didn't hear Jeff at all.
He's too close for
A bidding
220
war.
for you.
I start the bidding at $1.
He's
Are
too
we, what are
close
we
and
bidding
not
on? My
close enough,
scope?
probably.
Oh
Your
no,
scope.
son.
Yeah,
I
between
know.
me and Chuck,
$1.10.
Oh, big money. Big
95
money.
cents. Am I doing this right?
I think something's wrong with that.
Oh yeah. Did I go the wrong way?
Yeah, you went the wrong way.
93
Oh, Lord.
cents. As April
Lord.
said, 93 cents.
And Izzo, you were coming in here very well. Not as
Izzo
loud
was
as Chuck,
loud
but you
at
were
the
still
beginning.
you were still real solid here. So
So he must have been losing his gray line.
Yeah. So, folks,
Towards
this
the
was
end.
SDR control from Marcus. There is a link in the description down below. We got to play with the software a little bit. I figured out with the help of the chat, thank you very much, how to do the CW macro sending and receiving. I got it plugged into my amplifier so people could actually hear me. We did some QSOs on stream between KN4YCD on his SDR control in 7610 and the audience, and between KM9G on the 705 with the Zygu repaired amp. I got to get that video out. Too many things being fixed all at once here. But don't run the 705 and the SDX near each other, both running FT8. They will pick up each other via local RFI. Yep. We're working front end overload with those two radios. So
yeah.
hope this was fun for everybody. And if you do
For
wind
sure.
up getting this software, come back and join us and play along in past tense. I don't know. Team replay for the win. We will see you next time.
it
John from
again.
Communications and Cigars is coming up next.
Later all.
Thank you all. Thanks for being awesome. Still can't find my mouse.